Hey everybody, this is Daniel Troutman with Bothersome Truth, and I just want to do a quick video today because I read a story that really spoke to me. The story involves Simone Manuel. I speak Spanish, I don't know which one that's supposed to be. So I read the story, and I haven't really watched the Olympics. There's a lot going on with Rio and like poverty there, and Zika, and the water quality, the air quality, that just kind of turned me off from watching it. I worry about the health of the athletes. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. But the story with Simone really kind of spoke to me and got my attention because she, if you don't know, won the first gold medal for an African American woman in swimming, and I thought that was really cool. Anytime people breaking down barriers, that's awesome. She was talking about the people who inspired her, and she was talking about what she went through, her mindset in order to win and compete. And she said two things that kind of got my attention and kind of spoke to me because I feel like I've been through some of those things, not to her degree with her hard work and her success, but just in my own life I've encountered them. And I just wanted to talk about them. The first one she talked about is that she had to kind of tell herself before she competed that she didn't have to carry all the weight of the black community on her and all that pressure, that she had to go out and just do what she's been training to do. And I can relate. I feel that way. Like I feel like ever since I was a young man, I feel like people have looked at me and they've seen, oh, he's smart because I was a gifted student. They said, oh, he behaves well, and oh, he's a really good speaker. He's articulate. He doesn't get in trouble. Like, and since when people saw that, they started pinning all the hopes and dreams of black people on me, and to the point where I have felt like pretty much every day that as soon as I walk out the house, I represent all black people. That I can't mess up, because if I mess up, it reflects on all of us. I've gotten older and realized that that's just part of being a minority. I call it the curse of the multitude, that when a non-minority does something, it's just them. When a minority does something, it's the group. And that's just kind of part of life as a minority in America. But like, that weight is heavy. Like, it's really hard to feel like you represent everybody. And I think if you're a minority, like you may be able to relate to what I'm saying. If you're not, this may be a new thing to hear. And tell me what you think in the comments. We can have a conversation about it. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. But just from my life experience, I know how that feels. So when she said that, I was like, man, I can really relate to that. And the other thing she said was, after winning, she said, I'm happy to win because maybe this will bring light to issues of police brutality in America, which, glad she said that. But she also said, I would love to get to the point where I'm Simone, period, not Simone the black swimmer. And I can relate to that too, because while I'm proud to be black, the reality is I always feel like people judge me because they see that I'm black. Like, before they get to know what my favorite books are, or the fact that I'm married, or that I like, who my favorite comic book hero is, none of that stuff matters. Like, some people see you. I think we all see people, and then we make these instant judgments about them, and we don't even know that we do it, right? And I think everybody does it. But like, I always feel like when people look at me, the fact that I'm black weighs into it. So before I even open my mouth, I feel like sometimes people have made a snap judgment about me. But then again, I probably do it to other people too. Like, I'm not above that. I'm human. And it's just kind of tough because you don't want people to judge you because you're black. You don't want people to look at you and make an instant assumption and they haven't even gotten to know you. But again, like, I'm not trying to give answers here because I don't have answers. I'm just kind of saying that I read that story and it kind of spoke to me because I could relate to both of those, but especially the one about having the weight of the black community on your shoulders. But I'm very proud of Simone. She's doing great work. Her, Simone Biles, and Gabby Douglas, and all the black people competing, and all the people competing in general, in the midst of all those circumstances and all the issues in Rio, they're still competing. They're doing well. It's impressive. Like, these are hardworking individuals. They put in a lot of work, and there's something to be learned from that hard work. But I don't want to go on forever. That was just a story that really spoke to me. Again, I mean, I'm not even watching the Olympics, and it got my attention. But what do you think? Did you read that story? Did you have the same feeling? Did you have a different feeling? Tell me what you think. I'll read the comments. And it's been Daniel with Bothersome Truth. See you later.